Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on Biffa's Fan Server. I'm Angry K9 and today we're going to build something special, a little gift for Biffa himself. Recently Biffa mentioned that he has not had time to get on the server and build himself a house here at spawn, so I decided I'm going to save him the trouble and build him a house myself. Now I've done a little research and I found something that I think will be pretty cool to build, and if I can do it just right, it just might bring back some pretty good memories for Biffa. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a house that he built a long time ago, back before he was really well known, maybe even before he made his first YouTube video. He had a series called Biffa's Multiplayer Redux, some of his first earliest videos, and he showed off a house that he had built on a server. Not really sure what server it was, but I'm sure that it has long since been shut down. Now, this is from about 3 years ago, and it was strictly on video. There was no world download, no screenshots or anything like that. So I built this house in creative in a flat world, just looking at the video on one monitor and building in the other one. So there's probably going to be some details that I didn't get absolutely perfect, but I did try my best to make it as accurate as possible. So I'm hoping I can get this built before Biffa jumps online. I don't think he's going to be online today, and there's somebody in the background, but you never know. So we're going to get started on this, and hopefully I can get it done pretty well. Okay, so I selected a plot that was sort of right behind my spawn house. There's my spawn house right there. And right on top of this hill here, I chose this area because I wanted to try and give Biffa a pretty decent viewpoint of looking over spawn there. The building is pretty high up, and it does have a platform at the very top that he could stand on and look out over spawn, so that is why I wanted to kind of get it high up to give a good vantage point. So I've marked out this 13 by 16 area with sandstone. Now in the original video, he was using a texture pack, so I'm not really sure if this material was sandstone or not. I don't even know what texture pack it was, so I couldn't get a hold of it to look at it. But from what I could tell, it looked like it probably was sandstone, so I went ahead and used sandstone. So the first thing I'm going to do is get some stone out of here. I realized I didn't have any smooth stone, so I had to cook some up. And I want to get some glowstone here, just a little bit, just a few pieces. And I want to go ahead and start laying out the first level. And let me make some half slabs. Just a few bits of slabs there. And I think that, well, maybe just a little bit more. So I only need about, I'm not sure, just a few pieces of stone. And that should do it. So I'm going to get started, and I want to find the center point. So 4, 5, it should be right about lined up with that workbench back there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a block of stone and then glowstone. Oop, not a pearl. Whoop, I said glowstone. And another block of stone and another block of glowstone, and this is kind of the front walkway, if you want to call it that. And then we've got some more stone. And it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 going in each direction. And it should be even with the edges of the plot back there. Now I might have to do just a little bit of terraforming here to kind of make this thing come out even. So let me drop a couple of blocks of dirt here, knock that flower out. And let's see here. I want to put another one right there and right there. And a lot of this I'm going to do off camera. Just want to make it somewhat okay right now. And then I'm going to throw stone down all the way across here. And this will be the front walkway. And of course we need to have half slabs. And actually I think I have got something just a little bit off. I sure do. All this needs to be moved back. So I don't really want to move that back because I don't have a silk touch pick, but I will do it anyway. So I will be back once I get this put back in place, and I'm going to have this come out just like this all the way to either side. And I've got the glowstone in the wrong place. I'll have to fix that. And I'm definitely going to have to fix it. All right, so I'll be back once I get this fixed. Okay, I got that straightened out, so if I am done derping around, we will continue. Now, I picked a spot here that was kind of close to my spawn house. My spawn house is right there behind the tree. Can't really see it, but there is the wall. And I intend to have a walkway come along that wall right up this hill here. And right across here, this is kind of the front walkway. Now, on the server he was on, there was actually a roadway here, and spawn was divided up into plots. Obviously, we're not doing that here, so I'll work on some kind of a roadway here. I'll have to do a little bit of terraforming on this hill, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to pull up the screenshot on the other monitor, and I got to get just the right one. And I do have another computer sitting behind me that I still have not set up yet. One of these days, I'm going to have to get to doing that so that I don't have to keep doing this. And wouldn't you know, the one screenshot that I need above all else is the one that I don't have. So give me just a second. There we go. Okay, I found the one that I need. So what we've got to do is we got to punch a few holes in the wall or in the floor here. And the reason why is there is a basement underneath here, and it's just a little bit wider than the plot, and there are glass blocks in the floor that lets you see right down through it. So starting, I think, oh, this is so derpy. We have a glass block right here, and starting right here, we will have this hole and this hole, and then about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think, back. Just every other one right here. Oops, didn't want to knock that torch out. Right to there, and I've got the same thing over here. Nope, right there. All the way back. And basically we have 4 rows of holes here, and up here they start one back right there instead. And like I said, these are going to have glass blocks in them. And then there's going to be an area dug out underneath, and this one is actually in the wrong place. Derp, 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 derp. I seem to be doing a lot of that lately, so let's move this over into the right area. Get this just right. And then one more row right here, I believe. And then we can put the glass blocks in, and then I will go below ground and actually start working on the area underneath. Now, I unfortunately do not have as much smooth stone as I need. I thought I had everything together for this, and that turns out to be the one material that I don't have. And I'm not really surprised, and I don't have any coal over here. Ooh. I already put that one in place. I don't have any coal over here. I've been cooking up some wood to get some charcoal, and I don't really have enough wood to do that because I'm going to need quite a bit of that wood as well. So I'll have to make do with what I've got. I've got quite a bit of birch wood here, so I might be able to do something with that. But yeah, I need quite a bit of smooth stone, though, to finish this off underground. And I just might do that off camera when I do get a chance to get some smooth stone. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and work on this lower level here. And this is in the wrong place as well. And I'm going to go ahead and work on this lower level and just keep screwing things up while I'm doing it. And when I get it done, I'll come back and hopefully we'll be able to go on to the next level without so many mistakes. Okay, guys, got it done. Got the first floor done at least. Got it all put in place here. Got a couple of things we need to do too real quick, but we're going to run down here and take a look at the basement. We've got that in place as well. And it was basically just a big room with a lot of glowstone. And this was dug all the way down to a mine. I'm not going to dig that all the way down, but that is where it was. And I've got some signs to put on all of these chests. But other than that, this room is pretty much completed. And for the first floor, we've got just a couple of things we need to do. First of all, we need to put some steps here. And I don't have any more, so let's make some. Thought I had enough to do that, but I don't. So just make a whole bunch of them. And I'm going to put some over here. And you notice I got some signs. We put some signs on either side here. Looks like we had them set up as little chairs, seats, cushions, couches, whatever you want to call it. So we'll just throw those right in there. And you also notice that I have some cactus in my inventory. So I'm going to break that sandstone block and run straight across here. Take that one out as well. Drop some sand in there. And we'll put some cactus on here because there was a cactus on either side. And while we're on the subject of cactus, let's run out here, and I believe it was right here. And I could just let these grow, but I'll just go ahead and build them up. And I think it was right here. Is that right? Should be, yeah, 2 away, I think was it. I'll have to check it again and correct it if it's not. But we had 2 cactus out here, just like that. And I've got a couple of signs to put on that door as well. And that pretty much does it for the first floor. Now we've got these steps going up here. Now this corner here I'm not completely certain about. I actually need to make some fence posts. If I have enough, let's see here. Getting low on wood. I don't want to use too much of that. Fence post just like that. And I think that'll be just enough to do what I need to do. I'm going to run out there and run around back, because we have fence posts right where these dirt blocks are. I'm going to take those out and drop them in right there. And we've got some right here, just like that. So that takes care of that. So like I was saying, this back corner here I'm not completely sure about. I don't know if this is 100% accurate. I was working from a video, like I said, and trying to extrapolate as best as I could. And we never really got a very good close look at this back corner here. So I don't know how accurate this is. But from what I can tell, it's pretty close. And this side over here, I believe, is pretty well done as well. And I think these corners right here get glass in them. I'll have to look at the screenshots. That side doesn't, obviously, but I think this one here gets glass in it. And the ones on the front are, of course, wood. And since I have this up now, I can take down some of these signs. And why I'm using a pickaxe, I'll never know. Because it's pretty obvious now that somebody's built something here. So I'm going to take these signs out, and I'm going to use them inside. And there was another one over here. Seems to be gone. I had a little incident with a creeper earlier. So that might be why there's no sign there. And I think I've got one more way over here. And I think that's it. So yeah, I'll put those signs to good use inside. On those chests down below, probably. And I also have a couple of signs to put on the door there, which I believe I said. And I'm going to do that at the end of this build. So let me just kind of toss all this stuff in here. And, yeah, got quite a bit of stuff there. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on the second level now. I've already got the floor in place here, and I've started the walls at the base. And I'm going to go ahead and work all the way around here and get the second level done. And we'll take a look at that when I come back. And then we'll be able to finish off with the top 2 levels. All right, we've got the second floor done. Even got it decorated this time. Got a little chandelier up here. A couple of pieces of glowstone on some fence posts hanging off the glass floor. That's the ceiling and also the floor for the next level. Got a little couch and a love seat kind of thing going on here with a little table and a little bar over here. And, of course, we have the stairs going down. And a ladder going up, which is going to go up to the next level. And this is going to actually be the 3rd floor. And then there's going to be another level over top of this. And we are pretty much done with the wood. Still got a little bit of glass that we have to use. We're just about done with that. And, oh, looks like I missed a block. So let me go ahead and throw that in there real quick. There we go. I thought I got them all, but I didn't. Fortunately, I found it first before somebody else did. So yeah, we're making great progress on this thing. We just about got it done. So I'm going to go ahead and work on the top 2 levels, and we'll get those finished off. And when I come back, we should have this build pretty much completed. So we'll take a look at it. And then off camera, I'm going to go through my screenshots and check everything to make sure I got everything right. Just catch up any little details that I might have missed, like some torches on the outside of the structure here. And we'll check everything to make sure they are all in the right place. And then I'm going to work on the pathway that comes up from beside my cabin, up along the wall, and up to the main area up here. I'll probably just go ahead and make it look very similar to what I have up there, the steps with the diorite, the andesite, and the granite, and the other blocks that I have mixed in there. Just kind of bring it right along there and just match it up with this area right here. And that should pretty much do it. Now, I'm not completely certain if I'm going to leave that smooth stone right there in front of those half slabs. That was just kind of something that was there. on the original server as part of their pathways. Doesn't have to be like that here, so I might just go ahead and take that up and replace it with the andesite, the diorite, and the granite, and whatever other blocks. I think I have some stone bricks and maybe some half slabs over there. Not really sure. If all goes well, when I get the top floor done on this thing, there's kind of a balcony up here. Hopefully it'll give a pretty good look out over spawn, but we will certainly find out. So I'm going to head on down here, if I can find the ladder, and get to working on that. And when I come back, we should have this thing completed. Alright, I have got this whole thing done. I'm just down here in the basement putting some signs on the chests. In the original build, he had signs on all these chests, and they read Private Biffa 001. Now, I believe originally he started out using Biffa 001, and then he eventually changed it to Biffa 2001. And Biffa 001, I think he uses as his camera account. So the original build has Biffa 001, so that's what we're using here. So it shouldn't matter either way. Now, there are a couple of places where I took a little bit of creative license with. First of all, this glowstone is not in the original build, but I wanted to prevent spawns in here. We had quite a few spawnable spaces in here, so I put that glowstone in here to try to prevent that. Also, let's see, up here in the ceiling in these areas here, on the upper level, we had the same problem. We had spawnable space, so I went ahead and put in these glowstone blocks in here to prevent that as well. And finally, on this very top level, we had similar problem here. These torches, and that torch is right there, were not in the original build, so I added those in. Again, just to prevent spawnable space. Don't want anybody to come in here and find a creeper up here waiting for them. And as you can see, if it wasn't raining right now, it gives a fairly decent view of spawn. Can probably get a better look from that floating island up there. Or maybe if there's a half slab or something here to stand on to get over that fence. But it gives a fairly decent view of spawn. Got the skeleton farm right there. And there's my little farm right there next to my spawn house. There's a couple of houses from some newer members that have popped up. We just had a bunch of new members come in, and they've got some houses building and going up all over the place. And you can see we still have a lot of space out here and space back here, and all in this area here where we can continue to build spawn houses and other things. So yeah, looking pretty good. So let's take a quick look at this thing here real quick. This is the upper level, and got this little balcony kind of thing here, and just got some steps going up, and the mossy cobblestone here, if I could think about it. Get it out there, and plenty of glass. I came very close to running out of glass. I had 9 blocks left. I thought I had all this counted out pretty well, but I didn't. Had plenty of wood. Got quite a bit of wood left, and pretty much everything I have left I'm just going to leave here for Biffa for whatever he might want it for. Other than that, this is the, I guess you would call this the 3rd floor. It's kind of open now. I need to get 2 beds. I need to put 2 beds back here. So I'm going to have to go over to Monda's sheep farm and borrow some wool and make a couple of beds and put that there. So I'll do that off camera. And other than that, this thing is completed. Completed top to bottom. So this is as close as I could get it working off of a video. Like I said, this area back here, these steps, this whole area back here, these stairs from top to bottom, I'm really not 100% certain about. Never really did get a very good look at this area. So this is what I could figure out just looking at the video. As far as I know, it's pretty close, but really can't say for sure. So yeah, I think that's going to do it, guys. I hope Biffa likes his house, and I hope it brings back some fond memories for him. And if you are interested in seeing this house in its original form, go ahead and check out Biffa's multiplayer redux. Some of the earliest videos he made, probably 3 years ago, 2011 maybe. You can find them on his channel. Just look up his playlist, Biffa's multiplayer redux. The only other thing I have left to do is, this was a house Biffa built long before he was known, which is true. Got just a couple of more signs to place up here, and I got to get this one just right. I think this one has stars up to right about there. Then it says Biffa's Retreat. Welcome. And of course, down here across this door, we have the same sign. Prove it? Okay, maybe I can spell here. Private Biffa 001. So yeah, that's going to do it, guys. The only thing I got to do is bring the roadway or the walkway up here, and I will do that off camera. Other than that, this thing is done. So Biffa, hope you like your house. Hope it brings back memories. And I hope you guys like this video. Till then, my name is Angry K9. I will see you next time on Biffa's Fan Server.